All right, y'all. So in this video, I will be going over the candlestick anatomy, which is right here. I will teach you guys how to read this chart. Now, this is the part where a lot of people stop trading. They say reading the chart is very difficult for them to understand, but it's really not. All it takes is a good 10 to 15 minutes of just sitting there looking at the chart and trying to understand it, and you will literally have it down packed just like that. All you gotta do is give it a chance. And after this video, you would definitely know how to read candlestick anatomy. You would definitely know how to understand why these candles move the way they move. First off, what is a bullish and bearish candle? I have these candles color coded white and blue because that's what's on my chart, and I want you guys to understand it easier. So, with that being said, let's get right into it. First, we have a bullish candle. A bullish candle, as it shows, is price increasing. You want to see price start looking like this, and you want to see majority of bullish candles or a larger amount of these candles. A bearish candlestick, prices probably will start looking like this if you see a lot of them, right? So with a bearish candlestick, it's going to open and it's going to always close lower than where it opened. With a bullish candlestick, it's going to open lower and always close higher. Always. It will never close below where it opened if it's a bullish candlestick. If that's the case, it will be bearish, right? And when one candle closes, the next one will open right beside it, right? And sometimes there could be a little gap in price, so it might not be directly. It might have a little space, like it might mess up a little bit, But for the most part, it will always open right where the previous candle closed. Now, what are these black lines here? These black lines are called wicks. This is where price currently, well, not current. This is where price once reached but couldn't maintain, right? So that means at one point this bullish candle was way up here and it came back down and closed up here. If this bullish candle closed up here, there would be no top wick, but instead it came up here and it came back down, leaving this wick. So think of it as like a scar or something. Price at one point had skin right here and it was removed and it left this scar right here, right? Same thing down here. At one point, price was bearish and was down here, but ended up moving and it left this scar right here, right? So you can just think of it like damage. Price was once here and then it moved and left this damage behind. That is kind of what wicks are, right? And let's get into this right here so you guys can see multiple different explanations of it. All right, here, this is a bullish candle. What do you notice? The candle closed here, so it also means it opened here. No, I don't know why it says, I'm sorry. The candle opened here, right? I don't know why this says closed, but the candle definitely opened here. Here we have the low wick, and here is the high. Why is there not a top wick? This means price closed completely up here and did not pull back down not one time, right? Here, price opened. This is more accurate. Price opened, and it came down. Now, this candle is bearish. Why? As you can see, it says bearish reversal. Why is it bearish? Because price closed below where it opened. And it was once up here leaving its damage, which is the high wick. Let's go to this one. A doji. What do you know? What is the candle if it looks like this, right? Now, it may show white, but as you can see, it says indecision. Price is neither up or down. Went both directions, but couldn't close and pick a clean direction. In this case, you don't want to be trading if price is consistently making doji type of candles. That means price is indecisive and price doesn't really have a clear direction. You definitely want to stay out that market, right? But as you can see, we have the high wick and we have the low wick. This is just a completely bullish candle, right? My fault, bearish candle. This is completely bearish candle. Price opened here and it just came down and closed here, right? It just straight closed. Now, I don't know why these arrows are pretty inaccurate, but I'm going to get into actual examples over here so you guys can understand it more. But basically what I'm showing you, price will always, if it's bearish, it will close below where it opened. If it's bullish, it will close above where it opened, right? And the black lines are only wicks where price once was but couldn't maintain. So here in this case, we see this candle open is bullish. It was once bearish. Ended up closing very strongly right here. What happened? Price gave us a doji. Price is very indecisive, but that's a sign of a reversal candle. Depending on how strong the trend was before, if you give a doji, price is weak now. It's probably going to reverse. What do we have here? Closed, opened right beside it. And we have a bearish candle. Why? Because we opened and closed below where we opened, meaning it's bearish. Next candle opens beside it, closed below where we opened. That's another bearish candle. Open right beside it, because that's where the close was, so we're going to open right beside it. We go up here. This is a bullish candle, but not a strong one. We left the bottom and the top wick, and then we open somewhat close to where this bullish candle closed. And as you can see, it's just the same process. When one candle closes, the next one will open. So remember, a bearish candle will always close below where it opened. So it's important to know your colors. So blue is bearish for me, white is bullish. So I know every time I see a blue candle, the close is always going to be the bottom part of the body, right? And the wicks are just telling you where price once was, right? The wicks are not going to really help you too much in understanding where price is going to open and close for the candlesticks, but they do tell you eventually where price is going to reject or where price is going to hold and stuff like that. They are still very important, but when it comes to learning when the candles are going to open and close, where they're going to end up landing and stuff, it is not important. Like here, we had a bearish candle. We came up, ended up closing bearish again because we closed below what we opened. Opened beside it, no bottom wick, and just closed very strongly bullish. What happened? Opened up beside it, closed bullish, opened up beside it, closed bullish, opened up beside it, closed bearish, opened up beside it, closed bullish. No top wick, we have a strong bullish candle. Open up beside it, closed bearish. You see the wicks, they're just there to show the damage. They don't really have an effect on where the candles are going to open and close at, right? So hopefully you guys understand the candles open and close. And if you don't, all you have to do is go on your chart here, continue looking at the candlestick anatomy, and then just pretty much study it, right? Sorry I had to stop the video for a second. But yeah, like I was saying, pretty much just study it, and you will pretty much be able to read it as time comes. The more experience is the best teacher. So just pretty much keep looking at the charts. Don't give up. Don't feel challenged. Don't overthink it. Don't be overwhelmed. It's what trading will do to you. You have to be able to conquer that in order to succeed in it, right? So that's all I got for candlestick anatomy. Please take pictures. Please study this. Do what you got to do. And in the next video, I will be going over trends and the different types of market conditions that you will be seeing as you learn how to trade, right? So with that being said, I'm going to end this video here, and I will see y'all in the next one.